Hello, everyone. I just wanted to give you a vibrant thought for the day. Are you good at calling out the gold in the people around you? When I started working at Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge, the Lord gave me kind of a vision of seeing people like jewels walking through the door, and the trials and the trauma of life and just falling down in the mud, they had kind of become crusted up with mud and dirt. And when they looked in the mirror, all they saw was that mud and dirt. But it's like the Lord gave me like supernatural vision or x-ray vision to look underneath the mud and to see the beautiful jewel, diamond, ruby, emerald that God had put underneath and all the facets that he had cut into it. And sometimes I think I freaked clients out because in the first or second session, I would look at them and I would see all the potential that God built into them. And I would just be like, oh my goodness, you are so amazing. And I mean, they're just like, what are you seeing? And I said, I can't wait until you see what I see when you look in the mirror. Because once we get some of this shame and trauma and like all the difficulties of life off of you, like you're going to see it too. Because God makes masterpieces. He's like Van Gogh, and everything he makes is amazing. And so I just want you to think about that, because people that pan for gold, or they dig for gold, or they pan through a ton of sand to get the nuggets of gold that they have, and they don't mind the dirt that's stuck on the piece of gold that they have. They're looking at the gold. And so we need to become better at looking at the gold in people and finding that rather than looking for the mud in people. And so I just want to encourage you to build your skill of looking for the gold. Now, it's easy to do with people you love because we have those rose-colored glasses on of looking for the good in them. But the challenge that I would say that we need to work on is also doing it in the people that irritate us the most and that we struggle to love the most, because those are the ones that are going to be the real nuggets that you don't expect. And as you start to look at them the way God looks at them and the way God created them as masterpieces, you're going to start to see the amazing jewel that's underneath. Because really our job is to look beneath the trauma and the trials of life and what that's done to people and the way they've learned how to adapt, and to look at the masterpiece that's underneath of it. So think of yourself as an art restorer, and that you can see the potential in the stuff that's underneath, and begin to call that out of people. And you can do it in moments when they're being super crabby. And it's kind of funny to be like, wow, you're a really detail-oriented person. I love that about you. You notice details, when they're nitpicking the crap out of you. Sometimes you can flip it and find the good in it. Or, wow, you're really good at remembering details, or you're really good at caring about people that have gone through trauma or that have gone through whatever they've gone through. They're seeing it from their perspective. And sometimes you can help people flip their own stuff. There was a girl in the house one time that was super critical and kind of bringing everybody down. And I talked to her and I said, you know what? I think you have a gift of encouragement, but your gift got flipped and you're using it to point out the bad in people when God created you to point out the good in people. And I encouraged her to write anonymous notes to everyone in the house, starting with the people that she disliked the most, calling out the gold in them and praying and asking God to show her the good in that person. And what happened was so beautiful because it flipped her gift back to what it was supposed to be, the way God created her, and she became a leader of positivity in the house. And it was so amazing to see God do that. So I just want to encourage you today to look for the gold in other people, to call it out in honoring ways, and not just in people you like, but in people that you struggle with. And you might be surprised how it makes life easier to deal with and to deal with other people. So if you're having trouble seeing the gold in yourself, I encourage you to give me a call and check out vibrantlifeconsulting.com, and I would love to help you with some of that perspective of whatever might be in the way of you seeing the masterpiece that God has put in you. Have a great day.